Ladies and gentlemen, what we've witnessed over the last 24 hours is nothing short of stunning, truly the kind of bombshell moment that sends shockwaves not just through one team, not just through the fanbase, but across the entire landscape of the National Football League. Jerry Jones, the longtime owner, president, and general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, has finally made the kind of bombastic, no-going-back decision that everyone thought he might never pull the trigger on. Yes, it's real. It's confirmed. In the immediate aftermath of what can only be described as one of the most embarrassing, crushing, spirit-deflating defeats in Cowboys history, Jones didn't just issue a statement. He took action. In front of stunned reporters and behind closed doors in the locker room, the fire that's been simmering beneath the surface for years has erupted. And nobody, and I mean nobody, was prepared for the magnitude of what he just did. For years, fans and analysts have debated whether Jerry was too loyal, too prideful, or simply too invested emotionally in his coaching staff to ever make a drastic change in the middle of a season. But everything changed with this loss. The game wasn't just a defeat, it was a total collapse. From start to finish, the Cowboys looked completely out of sync, offense stumbling, defense shredded, special teams committing amateur-level mistakes, and coaching decisions that left everyone from commentators to former players scratching their heads in disbelief. For a franchise that markets itself as America's team, this was not just another Sunday, it was a full-blown identity crisis. A wake-up call Jerry Jones could no longer ignore. Inside the locker room, according to sources close to the organization, the mood was toxic. Players were visibly frustrated, some refused to speak to the media, others sat silently, staring at the floor with disbelief on their faces. Jones, who normally allows the coaches to handle post-game messaging, broke tradition. He marched in, red-faced and stern, and in a voice that reportedly echoed through the corridors, said the words that will forever change the course of this season: "This is not the Dallas Cowboys I built." That quote alone, chilling as it was, set the tone. But then came the hammer. Jerry announced that he had made the decision to relieve the head coach of his duties effective immediately. He didn't wait for the Monday press cycle. He didn't delay for interviews. He acted with the kind of decisive boldness fans have begged him to show in recent years. The moment he walked out of that room and addressed reporters with a calm but forceful tone, confirming the firing, the world knew Jerry Jones had finally snapped. This wasn't just a football move, it was a declaration. A line in the sand. A message not just to the team, but to the league: underperformance will no longer be tolerated. He further hinted at more changes to come, not just at the coaching level, but within the front office structure, the player personnel, and possibly even the quarterback situation. Immediately, the reactions poured in. Social media exploded with reactions ranging from "finally" to "too late," and everything in between. Cowboys fans, known for their passionate and often divided opinions, came together in rare unity, not because they all agreed on who should be hired next, but because they were shocked Jerry actually did it. Longtime supporters who had grown frustrated with the team's lack of postseason success celebrated the move, while skeptics wondered if it was another impulsive decision that would backfire. Analysts across major networks went into emergency coverage mode. Sports talk shows dedicated entire segments to breaking down what this means for the Cowboys. Former players chimed in, many applauding the decision, some offering cautionary advice. One thing is clear: this move, while dramatic, has completely shifted the narrative. Suddenly, the Cowboys aren't just a struggling team, they're the biggest story in sports. Now let's talk about the implications. When a team fires a head coach mid-season, it's a seismic event. It signals that ownership has reached a breaking point and is willing to hit the reset button, even if it risks short-term instability. The locker room is immediately thrust into uncertainty. Assistants wonder if they'll be next. Players have to adjust to new leadership, new strategies, and possibly new expectations. And the media microscope gets even sharper. For Jerry Jones, a man known for his intense loyalty and long-term investments in his personnel, this decision marks a philosophical shift. It means he's now operating with urgency. Perhaps he realizes that time is not on his side. At 82 years old, Jerry has built a legacy: 3 Super Bowl titles, a billion-dollar brand, and one of the most valuable sports franchises in the world. But the one thing missing from his later years of ownership has been postseason success. And maybe, just maybe, this move is his way of saying, "I'm not waiting anymore." In the hours following the announcement, speculation has run rampant about who might take over. Internally, one of the coordinators could serve as interim head coach, but Jones hinted during the press conference that he's looking beyond just the next few games. That could mean a high-profile coaching search is on the horizon. Names like Sean Payton, Jim Harbaugh, or even rising college stars have been floated by insiders. Of course, some of those names aren't available until the offseason, but when has Jerry Jones ever played by the rules? He's known for making blockbuster trades, surprising hires, and throwing money at problems to force immediate results. Don't be surprised if he pulls out all the stops to land a big-name coach now, mid-season, if it means reinvigorating the franchise and reigniting hope among fans. And it won't stop there. With Jones saying that nobody's job is safe, expect significant changes to the roster as well. Players who were once considered untouchable may now be on the trade block. Draft strategy could be completely overhauled. And yes, quarterback discussions are absolutely in play, especially if the current starter continues to underperform under new leadership. What makes this moment so monumental is the broader context. The Dallas Cowboys are more than just a football team, they're a cultural institution. Every move they make is magnified. Every decision Jerry Jones makes becomes headline news. For a long time, that spotlight has come with criticism, especially from those who believe Jerry is too involved in football operations. But this decision, this clean break from the status quo, may change that perception. It shows that Jerry still wants to win. That he's willing to admit something isn't working and take action, no matter how disruptive it may be. It also creates an opportunity for new leadership to emerge, both on the field and in the front office. Will he bring in a new general manager? Will he hand over more control to football experts? Those questions remain unanswered, but the door is now open. For the fans, this is an emotional roller coaster. The frustration of repeated playoff failures, the pain of wasted talent, the anger over bad decisions, all of it has boiled over. And this move gives them something they haven't had in years: hope. Hope that things can change. Hope that the franchise is no longer content with mediocrity. Hope that Jerry Jones is serious about chasing another Lombardi trophy before it's too late. Of course, hope must be balanced with realism. Firing a coach doesn't guarantee wins. It doesn't fix the offensive line. It doesn't solve communication issues in the secondary. But it does send a message. And in the NFL, where leadership is everything, that message can be the spark that reignites a franchise. As we look ahead, the stakes have never been higher. The Cowboys will play their next game under a spotlight so bright, every snap will be scrutinized. Every decision will be questioned. Every outcome will be analyzed through the lens of this dramatic shift. The players will be asked to step up like never before. The coaches who remain will need to earn their place every day. And Jerry Jones, for better or worse, has now tied his legacy to this moment. If the team rebounds and makes a run, he'll be hailed as a visionary. If the chaos continues, critics will say he waited too long, or worse, that he panicked too late. Either way, the conversation has changed. The future of the Dallas Cowboys is now officially in flux. And whether you're a die-hard fan, a casual observer, or a bitter rival, you can't look away. This is football drama at its absolute peak. So buckle up, because this story is far from over.